guys, hi. Hi. Have something in here. Uh, reading. Oh, yeah, no, it's been a while, but I'm trying to like figure out my setup here. Like happening. Just kind of so we have a heartbreak here that just happened. Okay? And with that, we're kind of standstill. So maybe having problems on with decisions. After this, it's kind of like uh, this was very consuming for you. This took up a lot of space in your life. So then now you're trying to figure out where to go. I feel very fiery character. So I think this is a young masculine energy. With that, it's kind of a mix of fire and mental. This is the one that shows out more than the other one. And this person is very analytical, but also very confrontation nature. So have a little bit of a overbearing character. Young, you know, very irritable, likes to push their weight around at times, and that probably was the major cause of the problems in your relationship, which is why uh they broke it off. They broke it off and they caused the heartbreak. Basically, a lot of their swords energy, a lot of their emotions, they stifled it, they shut it down, and they just couldn't communicate them, and that's what caused the breakup to happen. That's what caused them to either break up with you or just completely cut you off. That's what we have here. More of a serving and maybe older, if not by age, by nature. More of a serving characteristic. You're more balanced in regards to your emotions and your logic. So you have your foot in each one. So you have more of a head on your shoulders. So I'm thinking like it's Taurus energy. Very you were the more responsible one. You were the one that had more structure, more routine in your life. Whereas the other person was kind of like the opposite, but you both gave each other what each other lacked. And while that did make you strong for a while, this person didn't want to settle down. They wanted to keep their options open, and they wanted to keep going and looking, so but the grass is greener. In other words, because they felt like you weren't enough for them. Had someone here, so that didn't want to take responsibility, or maybe even for you that had a lot of responsibility, it became too much to the point that it was probably making me kind of sick. Um. We have the reverse King of Pentacles. So like the desire was to have him, you heard, but the character, the other person ended up not being that way at all. And um your expectations were not met. So it ended up everything fell apart. It was like Jenga, right? You were down, yeah, just put the wrong piece in the wrong time and everything just fell apart. So while you was trying to build, they were tearing it down. So while one or both of you had stood up at night, I'm thinking this is probably more them. I think maybe you felt like this beginning when it happened. And I think that they ended up regretting it. And I'm thinking that they're also having like a this is kind of like, I kind of see this as like half a tower. So it's kind of like they're really feeling it now. They're in their mood now. And they're regretting what they did and it's keeping them up at night, or they could have also been very like verbally abusive toward you. Um, that's why one or both of you pulled away, so and then there it indicates you not having another choice in the matter or you just not seeing a way out, but it indicates that you were remembering stuff. You were remembering stuff and then it ended up you just deciding you had to move on after crying about it, after going through the inevitable fall, crying about it, and then just realizing that there was no other way. Look back, but you just take a lesson. Okay, this person obviously didn't want to share their life with you, and um, they were a bit crooked. You know what I'm saying? To the point that like it's bad Mercury. They were Mercurial, but in a bad way. So they might even stolen from you. They might have stolen your ideas. They might have tried to steal your light, right? I feel like you definitely got your intuition back, and I think like you're on the right path now. And because of that, you earned the sword. You earned this. Now, now you're forging your own path, or your correct path, your proper destiny. I think that's pretty much um the picture there. It's like sometimes we attract blessings to teach us, and then it makes us stronger. And I think you definitely have grown, because before like you might have depended on this person, and because of that, like you really felt like they were your entire world, and they broke it off, or everything collapsed, and to kind of like climb your way up back from there. But that's basically what I'm seeing. Right? Hope you enjoyed. Bye.